A video from a mall in Dallas-Fort Worth is going viral this week, and the footage is extremely disturbing. According to American Military News, the footage shows a mall cop try to kick a Navy SEAL out of a Texas mall because he was talking about religion in a private conversation. After hearing the combat veteran talking privately about the gospel to his friends, the mall cop interrupts them and says that they aren't allowed to discuss religion on private property. He then threatens to charge them with criminal trespassing if they don't leave. That's when things get messy.
Okay, what are we soliciting?
Not allowed to come in here and preach on private property or...
Not allowed to come in here and share the gospel. Is that what you're saying?
Property. You're going to record me. That's cool.
I am,
cool.
because what you're doing right now is actually illegal.
No,
This is
actually,
America.
What you're doing
This is the First Amendment.
because this is private property. And if you don't leave, we can have the police come in here and tell you why you can't do what you're doing.
For what
and they can
infraction, though?
escort you.
What infraction?
Policy violation, you're not allowed to. Code of conduct, I've tried to hand it to you twice. There's two.
You're offering this to me?
Yes, it says everything you're doing wrong.
Okay, and so sharing the gospel is soliciting.
And now they're trying to record me on camera. Let's just get PD over here. See, it would have been so easy if you would have just left. Now PD's gonna have to come tell you, and we're gonna.
That's fine. I'm a combat veteran. I fought for freedom, and so.
I don't care what you did. That's we're not fighting for freedom now.
It's the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
That's what I
correct,
fought for.
But on
Yeah.
private property.
And this is a private
and we ask you to leave
conversation.
more than once.
This is a private
I
conversation.
don't care what it is.
So you could just walk up to anybody having a private conversation, interrupt them, say basically
because
that
of
you
what
don't
you're
like
doing.
what we're talking about. You think your interpretation is that we're soliciting. You think that
You think I don't care what you're talking about?
I think
No,
that you
I
don't know
actually-
anything really about what you're wearing right there.
A cross? You
Yeah,
don't think I
it's
know
the
what I'm talking
gospel.
about.
You apparently you don't.
Then you
So
go
you think
gospel outside.
you think that Jesus was a solicitor?
You think Jesus was a solicitor?
I think Jesus shared the gospel,
That's
and
cool.
I don't
Don't
think that's
preach me.
soliciting.
Don't preach
But
me.
you say that you're a Christian, you have a cross, and we're
Yep.
just trying to do what Jesus commanded us
I'm
to
not a
do
radical
as
Christian like you.
Christians. A
There's a
radical
difference
Christian.
between a regular Christian and a radical Christian.
I've heard of radical
And you are a
Islam.
radical
Please
Christian.
define radical
Islam?
Christianity.
Dude, just get out of the mall.
I've heard of radical Islam, but I haven't heard of radical Christianity. What's that?
What you're doing right now is preaching in public whenever people may not want to be preached to in public. This is it. God says to preach quietly.
Where does he say that?
It's in everywhere in the Bible.
No.
Don't call stir and don't preach. to
Actually, in
people that don't
Matthew
want to be
chapter
preached to.
28, Jesus
Do
gives
not
the Great
look like the
Commission,
Bible.
and he goes, go into all the world,
No,
make
You
disciples.
have to stay over here too. What are you going to use this video for?
Mostly to have a record of what we're talking about.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
And then you're going to record PD too?
sure.
I hope PD comes over here and you get them too.
There's nothing illegal about what we're doing right now.
Except we've asked you to leave more than once.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hopefully I see you guys
just for
there.
the record, what was it
We
you're
asked
saying
you
that we're
to
doing?
leave
Were
in
we
more than once.
soliciting you guys?
You're not supposed to. If we ask you to leave once, you're done. We ask you to leave again.
I
that
just
is a
asked,
po-
what
a
is
clear
what
policy
is the
violation.
reason that you're asking us to leave for?
Because you're not
And
allowed
I
to do
think-
this on private property. If you want to go
Do
preach the gospel,
what? I think
preach
that-
the gospel at a church where it belongs.
It belongs.
It does not belong at a freaking mall.
The gospel belongs throughout the entire world. That's
Oh
what
yes,
Jesus
I know.
said.
Jesus is everywhere. What you don't understand is I'm probably a bigger Christian than you. I just don't go out and radically preach it to people.
Okay. So you said that Jesus wants us to share the gospel privately or quietly?
Let me guess. You go to church every Sunday?
That doesn't-
No, hold on.
that
You go to
doesn't make
church-
a
no,
difference.
I want to know. You go to church every Sunday?
Just about,
Do
yeah.
you go to
Sometimes
church
I'm
every Sunday?
sometimes I'm
Because
traveling
the
on
Bible tells
Sunday.
you to go to church every Sunday?
I don't
The
know
Bible
this
actually
straw
doesn't tell
man
you to
that
go
you're
to
setting.
church every Sunday.
Did I bring up going to church every Sunday? I think that was
But
you,
You keep
right?
trying to throw the gospel in my face.
I'm not throwing the
All
gospel
I'm
in your
asking you
face.
to do is leave. Why can't you just leave?
All I'm asking you to do
All I
is
want you to
leave.
do
Why
is
can't you
leave.
just leave?
Because this is, I work here. You don't.
Okay, but
You have
I'm
no
free to
business
walk
being on
around
property
here.
Anymore. Not anymore.
That's not true.
Yeah, you're getting ready to get criminally trespassed off property, and if
That's
we see
interesting.
you again,
For
you will
what
get arrested.
violation? What law have I violated?
Why don't you just leave?
I think that you're harassing us right now.
Actually, I'm not harassing you.
Yeah,
I
it
told you
is,
the
because you
policy.
just interrupted a private
Who
conversation that
cares
we were
if I
having.
interrupted a private conversation? We told you to leave.
I
She told you
just
to
shared
leave
with you
once.
that I care.
I don't care if you care.
I think a lot of people that watch this video are going to care. Whether or not somebody like you, Mr. Pratt, could walk right up to them, interrupt the conversation that they're in, and then kick them out just because you don't like the conversation.
We've asked you to leave twice. Did you record the first officer?
Mr. Pratt, I got a feeling that,
Do
you know,
not call me by my name.
what do you want me to call you by?
I don't care. Just don't say my name.
Okay, buddy, if we're walking up talking to girls, you would have been... This is crazy, but apparently this is kind of what it's come to lately in America. You can't exercise your First Amendment right, the freedom of speech. We weren't even passing anything out here. We're not soliciting anything. We're just walking up to people, starting a regular conversation with them. That conversation was a dialogue. It was two ways. They were actually enjoying the conversation. But we've got security over here for the second time. They've walked over, told us that we're violating the law, that we're soliciting by sharing the gospel. We're not allowed to share the gospel, they say, at the mall. That's very interesting. Because you could probably, a couple of guys could probably walk up to a couple of girls, start a conversation with them, and try and take them out or something like that. That wouldn't be an issue. But if you mention the name Jesus to people in the mall, that is the issue. That is illegal. And now they want to bring in the cops to do what? I think to maybe fire us or something like that. So it's pretty bizarre. So this is ironic.
I know, right? He's so cool. He says he needs to fight for our freedom. I doubt it. I know.
This guy is
Yeah.
racking up on the
Look at him.
Wait, say that again. Military
Oh, no, I
dude
just-
racking up loser scale.
No,
That's
I just
very
don't
interesting.
agree with signing up to be a body bag or a robot. Sorry.
All right, very well. So I hope you enjoy the freedoms that you have here in America, because
It's cool that one of the freedoms is not soliciting in the mall.
and solicitation is what?
Soliciting is coming into our mall and doing your own dude
He
thing.
actually he solicited us. He handed us this flyer. That's from him.
Then what's the problem?
We're walking up talking to people, and he interrupted our conversation.
Oh, you're
Didn't like
harassing
what we
people
were
that don't wanna be
talking about.
harassed?
No, we're actually having a
really
nice
weird.
conversation.
Tyler and Taylor, they were really nice. You didn't come up to them and annoy them, and they didn't even want to talk to you. You
No,
just went
we're
up to everybody in the mall.
hey.
So you're just standing in the mall, loitering around, going up to people and talking to them.
So check it out.
Must be a really lonely life. I mean, if you're just standing in the mall, just finding people to talk to, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Just curious what was going on.
Yeah,
And I was.
you're doing real good. Let's go start some more conversations.